Welcome to Positive Mind Dynamics. Are you ready to take the conscious next step towards a better life? Today we are going to discuss the psychology behind dreams and aspirations, how these affect our daily lives in the form of mind wanderings and ruminations. The psychology of dreams, aspirations, and goals. The psychological importance of dreams and ruminations. Having dreams and aspirations is not a byproduct of an idle mind. You don't spend time thinking about your dreams and aspirations because you have nothing better to do with your time. You spend time thinking about your dreams and aspirations because it's a very important part of life. Psychologically, it is very important to have them. Dreams and aspirations are turned into goals by our mind. The dreams start subconsciously, and when they resonate with our conscious mind, we turn them into our reality. This reality is what makes us decide to achieve our dreams by turning them into goals. As part of our development as human beings, growing from a child through adolescence into adulthood, we need to have positive building blocks. These positive building blocks are called developmental blocks. They can either be negative or positive. For a healthy, well-adjusted adult, we need positive developmental blocks. Positive thoughts, dreams, aspirations, and hope about our future are developmental building blocks for who we are or who we become as people. Dreams and aspirations are turned into goals by our mind. The dreams start subconsciously, and when they resonate with our conscious mind, we turn them into our reality. This reality is what makes us decide to achieve our dreams by turning them into goals. This is so relevant that there have been scientific studies on dreams and aspirations. So much so that studies have been conducted on adolescents and teenagers to see how early they start dreaming about their future and what effects they have. There haven't been too many systematic research studies on the dreams of children and adolescents, but there have been studies on some related concepts such as aspirations, beliefs in the future, and hope, and they have been published. Benson argued that developmental assets, such as positive dreams and aspirations, are building blocks of healthy development that are essential for all youth, regardless of their background. For example, one of the developmental assets conducive for positive youth development is beliefs in the future, including the development of future potentials, choices, goals, and options. Particularly, Sun and Sheck asserted that promotion of beliefs in the future for positive youth development deserves greater attention since there is growing research evidence demonstrating its positive effects on adolescent well-being. They recommended the provision of a supportive environment to encourage adolescents to internalize both hope and optimism. Against this background, there is a need to systematically review the scientific literature on dreams and the related constructs such as aspirations, hope, resilience, belief in the future, and future orientation of children and adolescents to understand what factors shape their formation and how they affect adolescent development. It follows that as adults, these building blocks will or have shaped our lives and are such an important construct to consider. Psychologically, what do we focus on? If we understand that our dreams, the things we wish to attain, become the goals we set for ourselves, it follows that a great deal of our time, especially our thoughts, will be focused on that which we want to achieve in life. It is not a coincidence that we refer to our aspirations as dreams. We dream about the things we want to achieve in life. Those dreams will manifest in our subconscious, which means they will be there when we sleep and may be woven into sleep dreams. They will also be a part of our conscious reality during the day. While we go about our business, we will think of things we need to do, but not all our thought time is concentrated on tasks. That is, the conscious mind is not always in control. The brain gets tired as it can only concentrate on a few things at the same time. When the brain gets overloaded, it gets tired and it will want to rest. This is when we find ourselves drifting off, or ruminating, or daydreaming, as it is familiarly called. A large part of our day consists of ruminating or daydreaming, whether we are consciously aware of it or not. The things we ruminate on will be things associated with our aspirations, which, when we want something badly enough, we will turn it into goals. A few empirically supported principles can account for much of the thematic content of waking thought, including rumination and dreams. Andrews, Hannah J., 2012. It follows then that there will be consistency in the pattern of our nighttime dreams and our daytime thoughts, ruminations, and daydreaming. During our waking and working days, things around us will be triggers that will make us focus on our goals. These triggers can be external. For example, if we have made a goal to get fit and build muscle, when we drive past a gym, we will immediately start thinking of how much we have exercised or how little we have achieved. These triggers can be internal. If our goal is to lose weight, when we get a hunger pang, we will remember that we have made a decision to cut calories. So we will drive past the McDonald's that is beckoning to us, and we will go to the health shop for a salad instead. These cues will allow us to be more goal-focused and productive. These external or internal cues will help us focus on what we want to achieve. An individual's commitments to particular goals sensitize the individual to respond to cues associated with those goals. The cues may be external or internal in the person's own mental activity. The responses may take the form of noticing the cues, as we mentioned in the previous examples, or storing them in memory, having thoughts or dream segments related to them, and or taking action. When we have made goals out of our aspirations, we will spend a lot of time thinking or ruminating about them. Even if we haven't concretized the goal, it will be in our minds. Subconsciously, we will always be thinking of those dreams we have that have propelled us towards setting a goal. Noticing the thoughts or triggers associated with our goals may be conscious or not. Goals may be any desired endpoint of a behavioral sequence, including finding out more about something, that is, exploring possible goals, for example, such as job possibilities or personal relationships. Andrews, Hannah J., Riedler, J.S., Huang C., Buckner R.L., 2010. Such responses are accompanied and perhaps preceded by proto-emotional activity or full emotional arousal, the amplitude of which determines the likelihood of response and is related to the value placed on the goal. Andrews, Hannah J.R., Riedler J.S., Sepulcher J., Poulin R., Buckner R.L., 2010. Our ruminations during the day will be either consciously or unconsciously directed toward accomplishing our dream or our goal. If circumstances allow us to actively do something toward furthering our goal, we will do it. However, if things happen that prevent us from pursuing our goal physically, our ruminations or daydreaming will still be about the pursuance of our goals. When circumstances are unfavorable for goal-directed operant behavior, the response remains purely mental, as in mind-wandering and dreaming, but still reflects the content of the goal pursuit or associated content. Anthropos J.S., Singer J.L., Greenberg S., 1966. If we are actively doing something towards the furtherance of our goal, for example, if we want to get fit, We go to the gym 5 times a week. We don't daydream about it too much because we have set the days and the time slots to do weight training and exercise. Being busy with something that focuses our concentration will also prevent us from ruminating about our dreams. But if we haven't set a timetable in terms of definite days and times to get fit, we will be more likely to spend more time daydreaming or ruminating about the goal or thing we want to achieve. When we are not actively focused on a task, not busy but relaxing, we are likely to ruminate and dwell on the thing we want to achieve. This is likely to happen when the brain is relaxed, brain off mode, or when we are sleeping. Respondent responses, such as mind wandering, are more likely when the individual is mentally unoccupied with ongoing tasks, and less likely the more that is at stake in the ongoing task. The probability of respondent thought is highest during relaxed periods when the brain's default mode network dominates, or during sleep. Neurocognitive findings suggest that mind wandering, daydreaming, or ruminating can have adverse effects on task performance. There is evidence suggesting that this can have adaptive issues in regard to creative problem solving, planning, resisting delay discounting, and memory consolidation. There is evidence that we spend a lot of time ruminating about our aspirations, and this can waste our day. Therefore, it is important to be aware of your dreams and goals and have them clearly defined in attainable goals. We need to clarify our aspirations so that we can set firm goals. This will make us productive in our daily tasks and lives. Have a plan to achieve them so that you don't waste too much time dreaming about them. We can see that it is good psychologically to have dreams, as it gives us positive building blocks for our lives. We need to have dreams, positive thoughts, hope for the future. It is good for our mental health. We need to address our dreams and aspirations and turn them into clear goals. We have to pursue our goals and make plans to achieve them. We need to focus and do something every day to achieving our goals. This will improve our outlook. It will give us hope for the future and a sense of optimism.